Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being with me today. Right, we're back in Pine Valley Zoo again. Last episode was really productive actually. I was very happy with how it all came about. We got our shrubs done along here and our cool little climbing plants there. We got this, we did this in the episode before I think, but we did do our pond up the top here with our cool fountain. So that, yeah, very happy with that. Got some more trees in here as well, so the view is kind of blocked off. And I decided to change all the pathing along the front here and put barriers on all of this as well. So yeah, quite a lot done. Today I really wanted to sort of get finished if possible with most of this front area. So rock work around the outside here, tree work around here, rock work here, a building on this, flower bed here, and a bit of rock work around here. So lots to do. Maybe some detailing on the building as well. I was going to do some flowers along here, wasn't I? So yeah, we'll see. I'll get as much done as I can, so I'm just going to crack on and kind of build and talk while I go along. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this series so far. I'm enjoying the style of what I'm doing, and I'm enjoying that you're enjoying it as well. It's I'm getting a lot of good feedback, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? Or is it? Oh, I don't know. Does that look alright? Let's have a look. I need something like that. No, I was thinking. No, it doesn't work, does it? That's really annoying that isn't designed right to fit around that. I tell you what, I can do something like that. I think that works for me. Kind of double thickness on it. Actually, hang on, no, let's not do that one. Let's do that and then one of them. I like that kind of thing. That looks nice. So it's just this edge here which is a bit of an issue, but yeah, I don't really want to do that. No, that's fine. I'll do something on that edge there. Don't know what, but I'll think of something. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. I'm enjoying it. I am. I'm really having a lot of fun in this series, and the zoo itself is actually coming along really nicely. So, yeah, really good. Right, let's just finish off this this bottom bit here. Oops, let's go like that. Let's bring that up to about there, I reckon. Let's take it in as far as I can, and let's get it to there, and then let's get it to there. That looks pretty good to me. Do I need to do the same that side? Yes, I do. That's cool. Let's just copy them across. How does that look? That looks alright. No, it doesn't. Look, it's gone a bit funky there. Is that done the same this side? No, it looks like it's just... Yeah, let me just... Oh, it's not going to let me highlight these now, is it? It's going to be awkward. There we go. Let's just raise it up a bit on this side. That's good. There we go. Nice. Yes, happy with that. That looks good. Simple and effective. I like that. That is a good start. Roof, I guess I will go with the same as I did around the other side, which was the slate, wasn't it? Matches up with the rest of the building, so that makes sense. How do I want this to look? Yeah, that's tricky. I'll try this. I don't know if this is going to work. Hang on, 1 meter. Oh, hang on, why isn't that? Oh, okay. What do I need? Hang on. Sometimes it does this, or it bugs for some reason. which is very annoying. See, now it's not letting me connect it to that building. Alright, let's just go back in and try that again. No, it's still going over. That's really strange. Why is it doing that? What's it doing around the back? No, it's doing exactly the same around the back as well. It shouldn't do that. That makes no sense. It's not... Oh, what is it playing at? Sometimes I've noticed this with this sort of these eaves and things, that they don't align properly, and there's no reason for it, because that should align, but there's no way I can match that up like it is. Well, that's bizarre, isn't it? Hang on. See, now it's now it's bugged that way as well. Oh. It's like the game is trying to wind me up. Why on earth is that happening? Okay. I didn't want the bigger roofs on here, but let's try it. Let's see if it's something I'm doing. So that should then need this one on it. No, it's not lining up, is it? Which makes no sense, because that is exactly what these are designed to do. Although that's the wrong angle, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, see, that's the one it needs. Why is it not letting me add that to that building? That's really annoying. Sorry, this isn't the best start to this episode, is it? It's all going wrong. It is just not going to happen, is it? I don't know what's going wrong here. It's bugged in some way. That's all I can guess. Is that somehow that is bugged, because it's not letting me line it up. I have had this before. See, that's almost lined up, isn't it? How does that look? It's not great, is it? Let's be honest. That does not look great at all. But which roof do I prefer? The flatter one or the pointier one? I think I actually do prefer the pointier one. I think I can get around this. I just have to do it as a separate thing, so it's fine. So let's just do that. Let's get this here. Like that. I select them, split them from the building, because then I can just manipulate them however I want and try and just line them up perfectly. It's annoying, I shouldn't have to do it like this, but that's fine. There we go. Good. So now I should then be able to just copy that around this way and do the same on the other side. I'm not sure why that's happened, but there we go. There's always ways around these little problems when they appear. There we go. Nice. Right, let's get back to this then. And let's fill in the ends. And see, that looks really nice now, except for this end. But actually, do you know what? I can kind of... Right, I've got an idea here. Hopefully I can make this look good. I kind of like it when this happens, because it forces you to come up with solutions to problems. Why is that? Oh, position snappy. I don't want that. Right, let's just see. Yes, that's the right width. In fact, it's not quite wide enough. Right. Now let's have a look at these. So I'm just thinking, yeah, something like that. Actually, I might just need to. That's fine. I can manipulate. Actually, that's probably going to look a bit over the top, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's the wrong one. Okay, let's not do that one. How about these ones? One of these will look good. There we go. That one looks pretty good, and it fits right onto there as well. Perfect. Whoops. So I can make it look like these are actual bits of ventilation, which are purposely here. I bet you this isn't quite gonna, not quite gonna fit perfectly, is it? That's fine. I can elongate the wood a little bit. Let's move that along to there. And then let's just move, oh no, hang on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then let's just get all of that moved into the middle roughly. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I can work with that. And then let's go with just need a little bit of steam coming out. Mist, no. It's not mist, is it? No, that's the wrong sort. Smoke bursts. That's what I want. Yeah, just so you get the odd burst coming out. That's all it needs. There we go. Nice. Bit of ventilation on the side of the tank there. Excellent. So that building is basically as good as it needs to be. It's a pretty simple structure, but that's fine. Do I want a sign? What is this? Just a memento. Right, let's have a look at signs for shops. Where is just a memento sign? What does that look like? Here it is. It's this one. So what have we got? Ah, see, that looks great, doesn't it? Just a memento. That's all that needs. One nice little sign there. Oh, yes. Very professional looking. Cool. Oh, hang on. I can see stuff floating. It's not... Ooh, how do I sort that out? Okay, yeah, that's cool. I just need to add on a couple of little bits of this. Yeah, like that, just so it's not floating in the air. Do I want? Yeah, let's do a step like that for this one and this one. Yeah, let's do that, and then I can put that one there. And around the back here, I will fill this in with some plants and rock work and such. I will add that in just so it looks good. I don't think I need it there, do I, in any way? No, that looks fine. Yeah, okay. Do I need anything around the back? No, I don't think I do. I could put just a memento sign on there, actually, just to kind of highlight that it's around the other side. I might not need that, but let's just put it on and see what it looks like. That's a bit big. Yeah, see, I could put that on just, you know, so if you're walking around the back here, it kind of tells you that there is a shop there. Okay, that's good. Ah, media, of course. I'm going to need, where are we? Media. I like these little things to tell you about what's in here. So let's get one of them there. And let's get one here somehow, kind of sunk in like that. Excellent. Right, let's get them showing the right information. Nice. How are we looking then? Do we like this building? We do. That's kind of annoying, that little bit there. That's the same all round as well. I can't. Can I do something about that? Yeah, of course I can. Because otherwise that will annoy me. So what I will do, I will split that. And I will get it just overhanging a little bit. Actually, I just need it one square like that. And then I just need to balance it out so it's roughly the same. Like so. Oh, I really hate it when it does that. Yeah, so what you have to do then is create another new group. Sometimes when you're doing roofs in this game, it can be very frustrating. You end up with a lot of different building parts to make one building. But there's really no way around it when the graphics bug like they do. There we go. Right, and then this one needs to do the same. So again, that needs to move to in line with that at the end. And then I need to do the same again like that. Now, you see that one looks graphically like it's not going to bug. That one's fine. But the roof ones tend to. These ones don't, but these big ones do. So yeah, very, very odd, but one of the quirks of the game. Right, let's move that over to there. And then do the same again. There, that's better. Yeah, it looks better with the overhanging roof, doesn't it? Definitely. That's cool. I may put some foliage on here, but I need to just work on all the rocks around it first. So let's crack on with that. Let's get our tropical rocks again. So I need just a little gap here. No, I don't want that. Let's get this filled in. Something like that. Yep, that looks good to me. Right, I've got quite a lot to try and fill around the back here. Like I said, I'll put some little bushes along under here. So I don't need to worry about that. But I do need some rocks here. Pretty simple, this sort of thing. As long as you're, oh, hang on, that's, yeah, that's, I say it's simple, and then the second I say it's simple, I make a mistake. That kind of sums me up, really, doesn't it? There we go. Good, right. Let's get back to it. Let's get some different rocks. Try and vary it up a bit. How do I want to do this? I'll have a few bushes in here, probably a tree as well. I'll fill in the front here with a bush. So I don't need a lot in here, to be honest. Just one or two little bits. Oh yes, I've got this bit under here. Forgot about this. Definitely need this filled in. Yeah, let's go with the flat topped stuff. That'll look good under here. I'll tell you what, I probably want to use one of these and angle it a bit. Something like that. Bring that into there. Yeah, I don't want that showing there, do I? Good. And then just a little bit down here to fill in there. Nice. Right, let's get back to here. Let's find a couple of bushes. What do I want? I probably want a bit of colour. I've not got a lot of colour. I like the hydrangeas. Yeah, these things. I've got some of these around the pond. So I think this would make sense to have some of these in here. Let's have some like that, sort of growing down across the rocks down to there. No, it doesn't need too much. Don't want to go over the top with it. That looks good to me. What else have we got here? I do like this one. See, that will look nice at the front there, kind of just blending in the pathway like so. And then maybe I can just fill in this with some scavola. That looks good. And then I can hopefully finish it off with a pine tree of some sort. What sort of pine tree would look good in here? Let's just plonk that in and see what we think. Is that... Yeah, I don't mind that. It's blocking the view of this a little bit, but that's fine. It's quite a realistic position for it. Is it hitting this? It is a bit. So let's just see if I can turn it so that it's not. How is that? I think that's okay, isn't it? Yeah, that's not quite going in there. Kind of that bit, look, that disappears. The draw distance on that is quite poor. Suddenly gets a whole load more foliage when you get this close. Cool. Okay, do we like this corner? Yes, I think we like that corner. Oh no, I don't. I've not quite got enough rocks in here. That looks unfinished. Let's get back to this and let's just cap this off. I need one at this end as well. Oh, hang on, because that I need to be careful here because that's going inside the building. So let's use one a bit smaller. Make sure nothing's showing on the inside. Actually, that's a good point. I haven't done the inside of this building yet, have I? There we go. Let's just finish that off. Yes, I didn't finish inside here, did I? Look, this is all looking a bit rubbish along here. This bin might have to move. To be honest, all I need to do in here, I was just going to use this kind of brought out like that to finish this off. I'm hoping it's kind of lined up well. Actually, I'll just bring that out more like that. Right, let's do it. Let's bring that to there. Let's keep going along here. Let's get it just in line with that. Hopefully that looks okay. It's very tight to not being okay, but yeah, I'm fine with that. And then the same on this side. Like so. Get it all the way along the back of these. This is just smarting it up, you know, just capping it off, finishing off the look of this area. And then a bit more along here. So the little details like this, the which not only do they look good, but they're also very easy to forget about. you can quite easily mean to come back to them like I did and then forget to do them. Which is why you should just do things when you think about it rather than leaving it. Which I do generally, as you know from previous episodes where you've probably seen me just randomly do something at the last minute because I've thought about it. There we go, that's good. So these bins just need to move out. There we go. Good, that's that finished. Nice. So this is all looking good here now. So I've still got this flower bed to do. First, let's just finish off the rock work around here. This is very simple. I am going to use repeating rock patterns around here, I'm afraid. That's just, yeah, it's just what you need to do. It's just filling in the gaps, really. It doesn't need to be any more intelligent than this. Because obviously I'm going to put various bits of oh, that one's just a bit too high. Various bits of foliage around these as well to kind of blend them in more. There we go. And then just get the odd extra bit. You know what I'm doing. I don't need to explain myself here. I've done this 1,000 times. You've seen me do it many, many times. It's all pretty straightforward, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Easy. I haven't quite finished over here, so let's just see what I can do here. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Cool. So that's the rocks done around here. Got a flower plant, flower bed there that I want to do. I want to, don't know. I've got a sort of an idea of what I want in there, but I want this to be quite colourful. So it's not going to be bushes. It's going to be flowers. And then a few dot plants put in there as well. A couple little palms or something, I think. So it's a bit different. You know, you've got all the natural pines around. I want something in there that's a little bit different. First then, let's just come back to this and let's just get some bushes on here. So I will go with some of my favourites, because I think this is kind of backing onto the main woodland. So there's going to be lots of pine trees all around here. So it doesn't need a lot of proper foliage really on here. Just a few bits like this will look nice. Get some lighter coloured green in amongst the dark stuff. A little bit raised up in here would look nice. That's cool. Let's get some of this really light stuff. Actually, let's get a little bush in here. Let's get a little bush here. I do love doing this side of things. This foliage. It's because every time you do it, it's different. You know, and you have different ideas and different things you want to do. So I'm tempted to put in a couple of little trees like this that look like they've purposely been planted so that they're next to the pathway, because obviously naturally it's a pine area, but it doesn't mean that they couldn't have planted a few of these little things as well, you know, just for general sort of filling in around these artificial areas. I don't mind that. The orange is a really nice contrast to the pine trees as well, so actually I think that works really well. Adds a nice bit of colour there. Great. Okay, so let's crack on with the flower bed. Now, I don't need to feel like I'm rushing. I do apologise if I am, but I just want to get lots done in this episode. You know, I appreciate that there's not always loads going on in some of the episodes, so I'm really just trying to achieve something basically today. Right, I was just going to try and fill this gap in at the end here somehow. Not sure what this is going to look like, but I'm hoping I can just... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice. Oh, I do love this stuff. This is good stuff, isn't it? So yeah, so along here I'm going to do flowers. So just combinations of these basically, all these big things. I didn't realise that was a group, but okay, I'm fine with that being a group. So yes, I'm going to go with these big things. There's not going to be a pattern to it. It's going to be quite random. I love these ones. These are one of my favourites. I will get some of these in as well. We'll get some smaller bunches in too. Don't mind that. What else have we got? These are pretty nifty little things. What do we want? Let's get a couple of nice big ones of these in. I hope this looks good in the end anyway. It might not. I'll come back to the sea hollies at the end. I do think I will have some. Ooh, do I want a fern? Now, if you've ever watched my videos before, you know that I do love a good fern. I'm a big fan of these. I think I will. They do, I mean, they just look great, don't they? So, yeah. Do you know what? I'm tempted to maybe stick one or two up in this little area here as well. Don't know. What do we think? Is that too much? No, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, just to blend the areas together with that, actually, that works quite nicely. I'm happy with that. Do I want this one? No, I don't know why I'm not keen on this plant. I don't know why. It just doesn't do a lot for me. This is a nice one, so I'll get some of these in. I don't mind soil showing. I have no problem with that. Let's just try and mix it up so you don't end up just using the same size of these plants all the time, because otherwise it can look very repetitive, like you've not really put too much effort in. There we go, that's good. What else have we got? That's quite a pretty flower, isn't it? I don't mind if there's some bits of soil showing as well. I am going to have a couple of dot plants in a couple of these gaps as well, so that's fine. Let's go big up here. Let's go small just at the front under here. cool. That looks nice. Well, you'll have to excuse me. Oh, I don't know what's going on with my... I use my phone to time myself. And for some reason it just turned off and my half-hour clock stopped. So I have no idea how long my episode has now gone for, I'm afraid. So I'll just keep going until I don't want to anymore. So this episode could end up being any length, I'm afraid. But that's fine. I've got plenty to do. That's quite nice as well, isn't it, actually? Let's get a couple of these in. Yeah, I have my clock sitting next to me and I have a 30-minute countdown because I do try to make these episodes 30 minutes. Doesn't always end up like that because I get carried away. I don't like these gaps. Hang on, let me just... I've got enough different flowers in there now. But I just want a couple of these little gaps filled in at the front here. Like that. Again, like I say, I don't mind a few bits of soil showing through, just not too much. Okay, that looks nice. Then what I want... Now I'm not sure which of these I want. But I'm tempted by these. These are fantastic examples of a dot plant. I mean, look at that. These are spectacular. So try and line them up so they're right in the middle, like that. And then which other one did I use? That's a nice one at this end. Did I line that up right? That's not bad, is it? I could do with just going back a tiny bit. There we go. Right, let's just stand back and see what we think. I'm happy with that. I think that looks really nice. It's a well manicured flower bed. So they would do this sort of thing in places, obviously, because it's easy access. So gardeners will be able to get in there and weed things and cut stuff back. It's not meant to look natural. It's meant to look like a fake flower bed, because it is. All of these are. These are all artificial flower beds made around the entrance just to make it look nice. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. Look at that. We have finished our little area here, I think. Now, did I decide if I wanted to put something growing on here? Yes, I do. Blank walls don't look particularly good in general, so I would usually put something like an ivy growing up it, like so. I think that's probably all I need, but let's just see. Do I want... Yeah, just a little bit next to it there as well. That's all it needs. It just needs that little something sometimes, just to stop it being a big blank wall, basically. Nice. Oh, that's looking beautiful, isn't it? I may put benches and things out here at some point as well. What I'll probably do is I'll have basically a whole episode, I think, of detail. So lighting, benches, bins, that sort of thing. Which I will do once I finish the building side of things. Let's see, what have I got left? So that's this area finished now, isn't it? Yeah, that's looking really good. I like that a lot. So I've still got this bit over here to do. The front here, I don't class really as part of this building. That's more part of the habitat of whatever goes in here, which is probably going to be hippos. Is it hippo friendly? I'm not sure. I may have to remove the water and make this a bit shallower, because they don't do steep very well, the hippos. So I'm not sure that they'll be able to actually get around in there. But that's fine. I can look at that in another episode. Oh yes, so I've got all of this around here to do. So like I said, I have no idea how long this episode has gone on for now. So it may end up being a slightly longer one, but I just want to crack on and get this stuff done while I can, while I'm feeling inspired, and while I'm not in too much pain. So while I'm doing this, I will explain something that has happened to me recently. About 5 weeks ago now, actually it was, I had a wisdom tooth removed. And I had to have it done under a general anaesthetic, which is where you get knocked out completely. Because it was quite an awkward removal, they actually had to chip out a bit of my jawbone as well to get it out. But consequently, it has left my mouth extremely sore. It's still very sore now, 5 weeks later. And so any sort of talking or chewing really upsets the jaw, and I'm still very swollen, so still in a lot of pain. It's not nice, and doing things like this really isn't good for it. lots of talking basically is not good for it, which is a shame because I kind of need to talk to live. So there we go. That's where I am. So my dentist has promised me that it will get better soon, and it is. The swelling is going down, the pain is getting better. I'm not taking quite so many pain-killing drugs at the moment, but I am still having to have them every day. It's not ideal, but that's life. I need, the tooth had to come out at the end of the day. I didn't have a lot of choice over that. It was starting to decay, so I had to get rid of it. And yeah, that was the only way. So, which is fine. These things happen. Well, this is a little bit tricky under here, but I think I can fudge this with some rocks. Yeah, so that's kind of where I am. So it hurts to talk. So doing too many of these recordings in a row is not good for me. So this is the third episode that I've recorded tonight. I think this is episode, I want to say 11. And I've also recorded episode 9 and 10 tonight. So this is going to be the last one I do tonight, because my jaw is really starting to hurt. So I'll have to go and take some more painkillers and call it a night. But I just want to crack on, excuse me, and just try and get sort of these finishing touches done as much as possible. Yes, this I don't need to tell you what I'm doing here. You've seen me do this 1,000 times. You know what I'm doing. Doing my rock work, getting some foliage in a minute as well. And I was also going to do rocks around the back of this, wasn't I? How can I get this looking good? Or do I want to do that? No, I probably want to do some foliage. Let's do that. I'll do some foliage here, and then I don't know where it's going from here, so I won't do anything around this bit yet. So let's get a bit of foliage. Now let me just check in here. Actually, does this look okay? Yes, I've got a couple of bits of wood poking through there. What is that? Ah, it's one of them. Are the other ones poking through as well? Yes, they are. I might just need to raise all of them up a tiny bit. That's fine. That's easily done. But yeah, this is looking okay under here. Now, I was actually thinking about getting rocks on here, but actually what I'll do, I will just extend the ivy, I think. So that it looks like it's it's actually a different group there, isn't it? But that's fine. Kind of thicken that up so it looks like it is actually connected to the upwards growth there, like that. Something like that. Let's just thicken that up. Yeah, so it looks like it is actually coming up from down below. Actually, no, that last bit doesn't quite work, does it? If I just, yeah, there we go. Just that, yeah, it just looked a little bit too symmetrical, the two pieces next to each other, but there we go. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll get foliage down here now as well, so no need to worry too much about where the ivy is coming from, because I will cover it up with some bushes. What do we need down here? Let's go with, now I don't want flowers down here because it's quite dark, so you wouldn't get a lot of flowers doing well down here. Maybe some colour, not like that. What have we got? These are quite bright. No, that's the wrong thing again, isn't it? Hang on. No, it's not. That is the right thing. That is what I was thinking of. Oh, sorry. Dodgy camera work there. Yeah, I don't mind a couple of these down here. Actually get one right up on the rocks there. That's fine. I mean, this doesn't need to be completely filled up, you know. I don't need to hide all the rocks. There's no point putting them there if I was just going to hide them all. But I can certainly just get a couple of nice bits kind of floating around. Doesn't need more than that. Maybe just a little bit in here. Oh, I can actually just get a little bit up the top here like this. Maybe a little bit coming out from there. That looks nice. And then I think, oh, don't want to do that. Let's get one of these in the corner. Actually, no, where's that other one? There's another one that I really like. Yeah, this one. Really like that. It's a lovely bush. Let's have that like that. Cool. I like that corner now. I think that looks nice. I'll probably put a spotlight on the bottom of the stairway here to kind of point down in there and highlight things. I think that would look good. Right, let's get some of our favourites around here. This is such an easy technique, this kind of rock work like this. But like I say, every time you do it, it works because it's slightly different. So you can get away with sort of repeating your technique because it's still going to look different every time you do it. Let's get that. There's going to be more trees here, isn't there? So I don't need to worry too much about the foliage. I kind of like that so that it's kind of spilling over a little bit into, you know, into the picnic area. That's fine. And out here, I may actually get a couple of the, I think the hydrangeas would look nice here. Just to give it that little splash of colour. Something like that. Maybe get one right at the end here. Right, what do we think? Yeah, that's good. Actually, let's get a hydrangea in this little corner here. It's very dark here, so let's just try and get a splash of colour in here as well. Excellent. I'm liking that very much indeed. Yeah, that's great. So it needs some trees as well, actually. So let's do that while I'm here. What have we got? Scots pines. I want to mix the pines up, so I definitely don't want to repeat the same pine over and over again in the same area. You know, there's plenty of different ones to choose from. With these pines, if you sink them into the ground, you can sort of create slightly different looking trees as well. It does work. I do need to actually, do you know what, I could even intermingle a couple of different types all together, couldn't I? I think that works. What do we think? The main thing is, what does it look like from here? That's the idea. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That looks really nice. That's a nice little backdrop there. So you come up the stairs and you can't quite see whatever the zoo, because obviously behind here there may well be animals or something up here, but you can't quite see through until you get to here and you get that nice little window there. Look at that for a view. Get the mountains in the background, a bit of lake, and then whatever I do here. That looks really nice. And then you come up here and what a view that is. Look at that. Stunning. So while you're here queuing for the train, you get to look out there. Oh, I love that. That's worked really nicely, hasn't it? So I do need some ferns and things in here, I reckon, and maybe some more bushes just down under here. I might go with some sort of generic brambly stuff down here. Yeah, that's fine. It's just kind of, yeah, like that. Yeah, I don't mind leaving the odd gap, actually. I think that looks nice. It just blends it in a little bit. There can be a gap. There doesn't, you know, don't need to fill in all the gaps. you won't know that it's suspended in midair, because I will obviously do something along the front here. I haven't decided what yet, but yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? And like I said, ferns, not this type of fern, that's too tropical, but this kind of fern. So in fact, they're not called ferns, are they? They're bracken. Yeah, so these are fantastic. Look at these. I love these pieces. I mean, I love ferns in real life. I am a big fan. So yeah, they just look amazing, don't they? It's hard to do this sort of thing sometimes because it's on a slope, and oops, you can end up with them not quite sitting in the ground, but you can kind of get away with it. They're very thin-legged things, or thin stems. So yeah, you can definitely get away with it. Let's just get a couple in there as well, and then you've got this sort of lower level fern like this as well, which looks really good. The key to this sort of thing is just don't overthink it. You just put stuff down and you just go for it, because this stuff in the wild will, it doesn't grow to a pattern, it just grows where it wants to grow. So yeah, you're best off not overthinking it too much. You just kind of click when you want to click, and it will end up looking really good, hopefully. Yeah, nice and wild. I'm just wondering what else there is that would look good as part of a sort of a wild thing. Actually, these currants, no, that's too much green. I feel like it just needs, you know what it needs? It needs some of these new ones, doesn't it? Are they in here? No, they're not. They must be in plants. Yeah, so a couple of these things. Unfortunately, these are very flat, so I can only really have them up there, but actually that might work out. I think there's a poppy, isn't there? A lovely red one. Is that going to work up here, or is that not going to show up properly? It's going to float, isn't it? I haven't got enough flat land here. I think this will work really nicely around the entrance to the zoo, because the ground is really flat there. But just up around here, you can see I can't quite put it down properly. It's kind of floating, isn't it? Such a shame. I'm not sure. No, it's not working, is it? No. Okay. No, well, it was a nice idea, but no, that's not. That is not working. What I need is just a couple of slightly lighter coloured bushes in here, which I think I could do with, yeah, something like this. You see, this is nice because it just adds that change of green, slightly different shade of green. Don't need much. Actually, the wattle bush, I think, yeah. See, that wattle bush is good as well because again, it's just that little extra change of colour. Doesn't need a lot, just a couple like that, just dotted through, and it just brings out the colour a bit more, doesn't it? Excellent. That's that little area done. Oh, we are starting to look really good, aren't we? I haven't done the flowers along here or the detailing in the station yet. That is something I want to do, and I also want to do more work out the front here as well. But again, I may have to just call the episode to an end because my jaw is really painful. So I do need to stop talking, unfortunately. And there's not a lot of point in me doing this if I can't talk, because I know you love the sound of my voice. Honest, I'm sure you do. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. So next episode, I'll try and finish off around here. So I'm going to do a load of work in this area. I want to just do a little bit of detailing in here, just a few things scattered through here if I can find relevant items. And what else was there? Oh, some lighting and benches and bins, probably just a few benches, maybe just along out here, and one or two around here as well. Although, I mean, that doesn't make sense to have benches here. Anyway, it's sloping, so I can't. So no, that doesn't make sense. Out here, possibly. So like a bench just here might look nice. Oh, just seen a rock there that's in the wrong place. That's just showing a bit. Let's just sink that. There we go. Yeah, so maybe like a bench here so you can sit there looking out at the pond might look nice. And I may be able to fit one here. But obviously, this is the idea of this is it's a wheelchair access. So you don't want to put loads of things in the way blocking the road, do you? I think there was another rock that came through this pathway, wasn't there? Yeah, this one here. This is my perfectionism showing now. It annoys me, stuff like that. Are we done? I think that was it. Cool. Okay, yeah, let's leave it there then. Wow, we've done loads. I'm really happy with this. This is looking fantastic. You never know when you start a new project like this what it's going to turn out like. And I have started some in the past that have ended up awful, and I've not continued them, and I've never turned them into proper videos. But this one is going really well so far. I have no idea what's going to happen when I start coming out into the zoo and actually trying to create big wildlife areas or whatever. But as an opening to a zoo, this is coming along nicely now. So there we go. Thank you very much once again for joining me. If you've enjoyed the episode, you can hit the like button. That would be awesome. And hopefully you can join me again in the next episode. Until then, do take care, stay safe and all that, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.